Hey there, welcome. It's Domain Dave again, like always, cheapwinefinder.com. We always write up a value price wine review, and then we hit the podcast, get the microphone out, and that's where we're at right now. And today I've got this is the first part of January 2026. We've got the Whitehaven Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc 2024. And it's a really good Sauvignon Blanc. It's everything you would hope for from a Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc. I think it was $15. I found it for $15, a little bit on sale. And you can get them cheaper. You can get a Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc for $10, sometimes cheaper in that area. But when you get up in this little $5 more expensive, you start getting the winemaker picking the vineyard blocks. You start getting a little bit, because it's all going to be very simply done. I mean, it's stainless steel fermented and whatever aging there is. I mean, the whole works is on getting the right grapes. And there are bad grapes there, just some are better than others. Whitehaven has been around since 1994. It's a family-owned winery. They have a kind of interesting story. They were sailing the ocean in a 48-foot boat, I think it was, when they came to New Zealand and went ashore and started drinking wine and kind of decided they liked it. I'm going to take a sip of this one. This is from Marlborough, which most of the vineyards are on the eastern side. The South Island is where Marlborough is on the upper tip, and these are up that way. This is where most of the grapes come from. This is where Marlborough does most of the Sauvignon Blanc you know. And when it first came out, these things were kind of wild and woolly. They were peaky. There could be flavors all over the place, though that was kind of fun. I mean, that wasn't a negative at the time, because there wasn't that many wines that just, burst out of your glass. And this one's far more balanced. So it's like it's been a good 15, 20 years since New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc jumped onto the scene and was an instant success. But they've kind of learned how to do the less is more, the V's Mandaro thing. Did I say Mandaro? Whatever his name was. This is delicious. This is everything you would want in a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. It's they said they took over 100 different lots of grapes from the Wairau and the Antawari valleys, river valleys that come in from the ocean. And you get over 100 lots, and there's like near the bay where it's really cold and cool, and then as you go in, it warms up a little bit. Never gets that warm, but you get valley, you get the foothills, you get all these different places where they grow grapes, and you get this selection, and all of a sudden you've got all these different flavors happening in your glass, and it's $15 wine. I mean, the elite wines are often not even one vineyard, one section of one vineyard. But you can make a value price wine kind of mimic what you get from an elite vineyard just by bringing all these different flavors in, especially when your winemaker is good and he knows what he's doing and he's calling the shots on who's picking the grapes. I'm going to take another sip. Like I said, again, not like I don't kind of really like the $10 taste of Marlborough wines. And this is a selection from a wide area. But it's a winery wine. It's not just a brand, which does mean a little bit. And it does mean that there's some consistency. Like every year, it's going to be the same thing because the winery is putting their stamp on it. This is our flavor. This is how we see the wine. Where brands can jump around a little bit, and there's very good brands too. I mean, this is like a I'm not saying one's bad and the other's good. They're all good, just some are better. And this wine is a wine that tastes really good. Really good. Lately, I've been really enjoying Sauvignon Blancs from places that, didn't put on the map. When I first had Sauvignon Blanc, it was the Loire Valley of France, then it was New Zealand. Now everywhere's doing pretty decent Sauvignon Blanc, but it's nice to go back to New Zealand and get one of these just juicy, delicious wines. Yeah, I just had another sip. This wine does not get old. Every sip gets your attention again. It's not one of those wines you get, your palate kind of goes blank because it's used to everything. This wakes you up and says, hey, this is good, isn't it? And I said, yes, it is. It's the Whitehaven Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc 2024. I found it on sale for $14.99. That's a good price for a little bit of an upscale Sauvignon Blanc. I don't think you gain that much by spending that much more, unless you know the winery and you like that one. But if you're just out there looking for something good, this is a good spot. And again, if you don't, you want to save a couple of bucks, those Taste of Marlborough brand wines are also pretty good. So adios, keep it cheap. This is Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com. I've got a winery Pinot Noir that's also affordable coming up next, and we'll see how it goes, and we'll try to hit the 2026. Even though the wine industry is down, there's no new wines. We'll keep scuffling and trying to find what's out there. So adios, keep it cheap, and I'll be talking to you. Adios, bye-bye.